So I know we mentioned, the traditional digital, Meta, Instagram, Facebook ads. You mentioned influencer marketing. Is there anything else that you guys are doing that you don't see a lot of brands doing right now?
We're doing non-traditional out of home. I would say traditional is more like a billboard. And we're doing a billboard, but they're on these sort of delivery trucks. And one of you guys, was it who
Yeah,
texted
it
me
was me.
yesterday?
Yeah.
So yesterday was actually, this is so random.
Yeah.
And like, this is the shit I look for. This is a relatively unmeasurable billboard.
Yeah.
It's on a truck. It drives around all day in New York. We got 5 of them for 4 months. Yesterday was the first day. You texted me literally like 3 hours into the thing before it got, right when it got on the road. Like, hey man, who are you using? And I'm like, okay, that's all I need. That's all the validation I need, because I don't care about the measurement as much on this stuff.
Right.
Because one, the cost is nothing close to what you would be spending on prospecting on Facebook. And two, we know it just sort of, it's like a surround sound. We just want people, again, to sort of like, oh, there's a Jolie truck. That doesn't mean they're like stopping what they're doing and going to the website and buying it that second, but it's going to resonate.
Yeah.
We've had you say it and probably 30 other people that we know in literally 24 hours. It's going to work. I texted the guy last night. I'm like, how many trucks do you have? I need more trucks.
Yeah.
Because I want them to just like surround the city and everybody see it. Now, complemented with digital ads, right? So like, we're not just doing one. You sort of have to do them all.
Right.
I say that knowing that this is a function of budget, and not everybody has the ability to sort of do multiple things. They sort of have to pick the lane. The second thing we do that is not many brands are not doing, giving away all my secrets. Shit. Should I charge for this stuff? Like, should I start a marketing agency on the side?
You can just start a podcast.
My co-founder and I talk about it all the time. Like, his name is Arjun. And I'm like, maybe we should do consulting, because like people suck at this. We do these like sidewalk stickers with really funny slogans, like, that door handle is dirtier than your martini, or your shower water is dirtier than martini. And we place those out in front of bars, or like, your shower water is dirtier than that subway handle. So like, we're placing these in strategic areas where people are trafficking, and just have these fun slogans. And we're doing that now in New York, LA, Chicago, and Miami.
So on that sticker, does that have the website? Is there like a QR code?
It has a QR code. They're incredibly vivid. It's not about being elegant. And that moment is meant to just get your eye to read that thing and see the Jolie name. Yeah. There is a QR code.
Yeah.
We don't actually think people are going to click it, or scan it. We know they're not. Yeah. But I would say, think about how many ads run in front of people, and how many people see it and how many people click it.
Yeah.
The click-through rate is dog shit.
Right. I think the biggest thing here is that people's attention spans are so minimal that any way you can capture attention, you're gonna win, right? So to your point of, doing these unconventional marketing methods, whether it's the stickers or the trucks or whatever else, I think layering that into the digital, right? It really helps, I guess, the blended numbers, right? And then when you talk about like measuring and things like that, especially for the out-of-home stuff, it's tough, right? Because you may not see an immediate ROI, but I think what brand owners...
You won't.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's the thing. You won't see an immediate ROI at all.
You definitely won't. And especially if you're like, okay, this truck has this URL and you're checking for traffic and there's no... Like, it's not going to work that way.
It might be zero.
But I think a lot of brands have to understand is that continue doing what you're doing and seeing if that on a blended approach, are we seeing more efficiency on Facebook because more people are kind of getting into the funnel? Are we seeing maybe, I would imagine you guys have post-purchase surveys set up. Like, I know you just started yesterday, but I'm sure people might drop in, hey, I saw this on a truck.
For sure.
But
this is the hard part. Most brands that are reliant on paid have a cash flow issue. Right? Yeah. So brands are like driving the cash flow and they need an immediate return. I'm spending 10, I'm getting 20, because that's the cash that they're living off of for
Yeah.
The rest of
Health
time
the
until
company.
they either raise capital or get profitable. That's the issue, right? It's not that Facebook is all bad. It's not. We spend plenty of money there. We are profitable, so we have the ability to round out the experience, and we're not reliant and never strategically, we're like, we're not going to be reliant on this to drive our business health. That's what it comes down to. So if you're starting, you have a great opportunity to say, hey, I don't care what, I'm taking 45% or 50% of my budget. I'm going to do these other things that are not going to be measurable. I have to commit to them for, I usually say like 6 months. Then start layering in digital. And when these things work in conjunction, you will see a much more efficient business. If you've already gone the other way and you're all digital and you're relying on the paid now to just drive cash flow, that's a tricky spot.
Right.
And I recognize it.